Good morning. It's morning when I make the video. Sometimes I make them at night. Sometimes I make them in the morning. And this is for you from me. So this is messages for you because I already love it. I made myself a note. Today's day 23. I gave myself a little sticker, a little heart because I gotta love myself, which I guess I do. I want to talk about no sugar. But first of all, it's been in January. It's been 19 years I gave up pop. I used to drink 2 liters of pop in my supper every night. And that's when I was my heaviest, when the body mass index was about morbidly obese, and I just felt so gross. I mean, I worked at night from 7 till 10, Monday through Friday. And after my supper, I would walk to work. I actually had a job where I could walk, and I stayed at home with my boys all day. And they were so cute. I just loved my life, best time of my life. And so I gave up pop just because I just wanted to lose some weight. And that's when I did the carbohydrates addict diet. And I lost 30 pounds. I loved it. I liked that I had to wear a uniform to work. I worked at a hospital. And it was so cool to listen to everybody talk about Weight Watchers. And at that point, where being at home mom, I just ate and left and came back to work. Like, my family was very much my life. But I decided to give up pop. Can you imagine drinking this much between 2 people every night for supper? And I did mention another video before about sugar, that when you have pop, whether it's this or diet or regular, if you read the ingredients, and good luck trying to pronounce some of them because I'm not going to even try today. When your body doesn't know what's in it, it will, it will store it as fat. So everybody who's drinking diet pop, it's just not going to be zero, like they say. It's all a lie, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if you say I'm wrong. I don't care. I'm just not drinking it. It's been 19 years for me that I haven't drank pop, and I love it. It's actually... The bonus of it is if I eat out, I say I'll have water. It doesn't have to be bottled water. I do enjoy bottled water from time to time. I do have my favorites. But I will have ice water. You know what? And if they have fish or a salad with lemon, I squeeze it up, throw it in my water. Lemon water. I don't ask for it, but if a lemon should come my way, I put it in there. The other thing I want to talk about is sugar. I gave up sugar in my coffee in 1995. I became pregnant, insulin dependent. I had to give myself insulin in my belly and in my legs, and it left bruises all over my body. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, bigger than a quarter, bigger than a loonie, bigger than a toonie sometimes. And it was luck of the draw when you give yourself needles. It's like some days there's no pain and some days there was. And it all depended on where you gave yourself a needle, whether it hit a nerve ended. And it was very painful. And I had to check my blood sugar levels, I think 5 times a day. And you got one of these little machines. And you know what? It never got easy. The whole time it's like, oh no. I didn't mind giving myself a needle, but pricking myself to squeeze the blood into that little glucometer was a lot for me. I also had to carry a lunch. Used to have to have ice and have to have my snacks. And that's where I learned how to eat a lot of little meals throughout the day. But you know what? I had to devote a cupboard in my closet towards my needles, alcohol swabs, the insulin were in the fridge. I had to carry them with me. Had to make ice. And I said, if this is a snapshot of my future, then I need to stop. And I got off insulin right away. I lost 20 pounds. And the only reason why I lost 20 pounds was because I had to have blood work done. I said, I don't want to be on it. So it was almost like lying to myself, but I just did not want to be on insulin. I just, I couldn't bear it. I had to dispose of needles, and it was a whole ritual. I even had a little jar I made, like a coin machine, a bank that I used to use for my blood strips. Yeah, it really changed me inside, because at that point my body couldn't take the abuse anymore. And so I guess I was 30 about that when it happened. And then 16 years later, I just let myself go. I started eating again and having a great time. And maybe it was in love. Who knows? Who knows? And what had happened to me then is I got my sugars done, and I was in the hospital, and I'm sitting there with my people. There was about 6 of us sitting there, and we had a little number, and we had to wait our turn, and in they went, and out they went. And I asked the nurse, I said, does anybody ever get out of here? She looks at the chart. Yeah, you do. So, sweet. You mean I can leave? Yes, leave. So off I went. I was like singing, I'm the most healthiest person in the world, healthiest person in the world. I went on thinking I was the pinnacle of health. Sorry, my voice is raspy, but this is funny. Until I went to my doctor. And she explained why they let me go. Because at that time you had like an orange drink. It was all sugar. It looked like Tang. It was like 250 mils. And it was gross to drink it. And so she says, it's not because you're healthy. The reason why you went is it already proven that your fast, which was like 48 hours, 24 hours, whatever it was, that your sugars were so high. And so they made me go on Metformin. They made me go on high blood pressure pills and cholesterol. And in the end, I found out that the cholesterol pill they gave me was better for men than women, and that it had no benefit for me to take it. So I found that interesting. The second thing with the high blood and cholesterol, even though my cholesterol levels were fine, my blood pressure was fine. The reason why I had to take it was because of complications to diabetes. You have to protect your organs. And I thought, okay, well, this is getting serious. And because when you think about protecting your organs, you don't realize without your organs, you have organ failure and you die. So what I did is I just said, I can't go back. I can't go back to having insulin and carrying it around and, making special things. Like if you go stay in a hotel, which I travel a lot for business, I had to say, I have medical needs. Do you have, can I have a fridge in my room? And sometimes I'm in this little tiny room and they bring in a fridge and I got no place to walk and it's ugly. And anyway, so what had happened to me in 1995, I gave up sugar in my coffee 23 years ago. And I started with all the sweeteners. And then I realized I've tried 2 of them, which was like 4 sugar, was too much. So I tried 1 pack, which was like 2 sugars. And I tried half a pack. And then I tried the other brands when I realized I don't like the taste of this. Like, why am I even trying? Like, give up sugar. I gave up real sugar. So I tried everything. And so now, here I am 23 years later. I still have my coffee with milk. Sometimes I'll have it with cream. Depends on really what's available. I also had times where I drank just coffee black. One day I was at a garage and you get a free, fill up on your tank, you got a free cup of coffee. And this time I'm trying to lose weight, so no milk for me. I took the coffee. And it was the most delicious coffee I ever had. So I even called them, what kind of coffee you guys serve? And it was just cheap old coffee, Mother Tucker's or something like that. I don't know. Mother Parker's? That's it, Mother Parker's. And that's just like plain old coffee, but it's delicious. They must have just made it. Must have been fresh. So anyway, I wanted to tell you about that. I tried to make something for you here. My son thought I was trying to scare him. I got to put up a little higher. I tried to put sugar in half of this so I could show you how much sugar is in ketchup. I don't even have that much sugar in the house. I do use it for bacon. I think I'm going to go buy stevia, which is a natural homemade sugar for my bacon. So I'm going to change things up. But can you imagine? I don't have this much sugar in the house. And the only time I do make it is for bread. And it's not for me. I give it away and all that stuff. So here's the ketchup. It's not me who gives up on ketchup. The other day, I had a little tiny bit of ketchup. Only reason why is because my food was that bad. I just put too much soy sauce in it, and it's just like, I was too lazy to cook another meal. So do you realize that ketchup is outlawed in some countries? You want to know why they outlaw? kids. They outlaw it because it doesn't contain enough tomatoes. Let that sink in. When I heard that, I thought that was hilarious. So, what are you going to do if you want to get off ketchup? Simple. I don't like mustard, by the way. Can't stand it. Relish. I have relish. This one here, I never did check the ingredients on this one. This one's brand new. Yep. Second ingredient is sugar. It's probably not the best thing to buy. So, here's what I did. I scored homemade relish. Made my day. I even took it to my family barbecue. And when they were done having the relish, and they all enjoyed it. They didn't really take too much because we couldn't get the lid off that day. Had to soak in hot water and bang it on this table. But look at that. When we were done eating it, I went back and took it back, saying, this comes home with me. Homemade goodness. Can you imagine you can make this homemade? You can buy it homemade. You can make this without sugar. You can put in sugar substitutes. Do whatever you can. Most fruits and vegetables, if you get them fresh, they're sweet. Natural goodness. So, here's what else I found in my cupboard. It's heavy. Brand new. Never been open. This one here says less sugar. So this has to go. I'm actually going to give this to the food bank if anybody wants it. Somebody's children might have a treat. And so see, it's brand new. Never been used. And the reason why I got rid of it because the friend who I bought it for was taken to the hospital by ambulance. And sugar was so high. The sugar was like 28. And they got put on Metformin. And you just got to a point of saturation where you just can't have the sugar. So they changed their life. And they've lost weight. And I'm happy to report they don't have sugar. So I found this in my cupboard. I don't want my sons to get at it. Because when I buy this and they know it's in the house, and I'm glad they think it's salt or sugar or something, because they think it's been something I recycled, it's because they go through far too much milk. And milk actually is considered a solid more than a liquid. So I just need to control these things that are in the house. So anyways, I mean, more power to you if you're healthy enough and your body can still take this kind of sugar. Mine can't. My friends can't. A lot of people I know, they can't. And so why are we subjecting that to ourselves? Also, this morning, I saw a commercial with Kool-Aid. Now, we used to get Kool-Aid on our birthday. And I even collected the cups and the pitcher. Like I had all of the little, the little tabs, and mailed it in, paid whatever they wanted, got a money order, and I just love my little Kool-Aid pitcher. It was, I was red. And the thing with the Kool-Aid, when it was crystals back when I was a child, you would take like a whole cup of sugar. Some people said less. Nuh-uh. Me and my family, we put a little bit more in. And I just got a kick out of that. That's like water and sugar and color. How can anybody drink that? But on birthdays, your body can handle a little treat now and then. It's not going to hurt you, right? But to drink this sugary stuff on a daily basis is going to hurt you. I don't know. That's my rant for the day. Sorry it was long, but I just felt like I needed to get through this and saying that my weight is down. I gave this up a while ago. My problem is my meal sizes are too large. My problem is I make bad choices. My problem is I like to eat at night. My problem is that sometimes I don't like to exercise. So it's like basic math. See this here plus? Basic math. This is what you got to get basic math. Calories in, calories out. That sort of deal. And that's all I'm going to say about that. See you tomorrow.